Hello, hello! Perfidious Pete here with another try-hard episode of XCOM The Long War. Am I trying hard? Man, not really, but a few of our troopers sure as hell are. Specifically Shia, cannibal overachiever LaBeouf, who on our last episode apparently decided he's had enough of the sweet, gamey tang of human flesh and has decided to branch out and seek more exotic flavors. In this case, specifically muton flavors, since Shia made certain we got a muton corpse for his dinner table rather than a far more important live capture and salvageable plasma rifle. Now, I can't help but feel that this is perhaps a failing on Dr. Valen's part, since Dr. V could easily have taken Shia aside and filled him in on our, let's face it, very lenient attitude and policies toward what many would consider deviant behavior. I mean, if Shia wanted to eat a muton, all he needed to do was ask, and we'd gladly have just let him eat a muton. I mean, shit, we'd have let him eat that captive alive if he wanted. All I cared about was the damn gun, and Shia, well, in his greed and lust for flesh, just couldn't let us have it. But what's done is done. You know, there's no sense crying over spilled milk when that ship has sailed, and other mixed hackneyed metaphors. I think henceforth what we're going to do is, instead of a gun, we're just going to give Shia a knife and then turn him loose and let him do what comes naturally. That way, you know, when he's got an alien pinned to the ground chewing on it, we can just pick up the weapon from its curling, grasping fingers as it tries to escape actual cannibal and fails miserably. It's probably what we'll do. In the meantime, we have no other base maintenance or anything, no construction to build because we didn't get a weapon, so let's just get to scanning.
Contact detected.
It took a while. So, yeah, we've been loving the transport missions. Now, since there could be up to 60 aliens on this if we leave it unmolested, I really feel our best bet is to, let's try and shoot it down. So we're going to send Colonel Carrot Fernandez. I don't really like our chances of shooting this thing down. I think they're snowball in hell level of effectiveness, but we're going to go for it anyway. Really all we care about is just not getting our ship destroyed. So far, so good in that respect. Yeah, so that's over already. I think we hit it twice. So let's send up another interceptor then. We can't really afford to send eggs. He has avalanche missiles, so shit, that's a fart in a hurricane. Let's just throw shotgun Steinhoff at him, see if maybe he can get a couple more hits, and that'll leave our ace pilot then with
Contact lost.
no chance. All right then.
Contact detected.
43 is, well, let's face it, it's not desirable, but it is manageable, perhaps, with a solid crew. We've done larger crews on landed UFOs before. We've had tougher rows to hoe and managed to get it done, so... Also, this lineup doesn't look too horrifying. Mutons, Muton Elite, Seekers, Floaters, Chrysalids, which actually at this point are sort of a slam dunk gimme. We rather like fighting Chrysalids. And some Sectoids. So let's get a Ranger together then. Put a team up and see what we can get working. Now, we really need this Illyrium, so we're probably going to send a pretty solid crew. I would not be surprised to see a number of Master Sergeants making an appearance on this particular mission. Who wants to lead? Lindsay Lohan is out for another 20 hours. That's actually okay. We're going to start deploying Lindsay pretty much every time she's available, however, just so we can start leveling up her psychic link. Or her psychic powers, we want to get those leveled up. So it's going to be Sean, no Angel Pen, in our leadership position then. Glad he's got that whopping 40 willpower to make sure that all of his units can take advantage of that Titanic figure. It's a great use of lieutenant slot. We're going to give him, of course, a plasma rifle. I don't really feel we need to alter his pistol weapons. Pistol's the one category of weapon I've not really done anything with and don't feel that it's hurt my playthrough any at all. Scope, laser sight, high-capacity mags. Sean Penn is sorted and ready to go forth and deliver brutality, much like he's done to unsuspecting audiences for the last 25 years. Who's backing him up? Probably Paris Hilton. And by probably, I mean definitively Paris Hilton's going to be on backup. Paris has totally taken Titan armor. We're going to give her, of course, our Gauss machine gun. I always do that. I always put the alloy bipod in the top slot and then immediately don't want the alloy bipod there because I'm a fickle mushhead. So scope, alloy bipod, armor piercing ammo, and Paris is sorted. Need a scout. Furthermore, we need an amazing scout. Furthermore, we need an actual living embodiment of a deity, so we're bringing Jaden Smith, the physical embodiment of the sun god Ra. Now here is where I'm torn, because I would very much like to give the Sun God Ra... Why does he have an assault rifle? Oh. I would very much like... interrupted myself by being an asshole and an idiot. I'd really like to give him our reflex cannon. It is our most damaging weapon, does fantastic damage with a huge critical chance. And with in the zone, Jaden Smith could really go put on some shooting displays. That being said, we have to get in the zone to trigger, and Jaden not exactly our fastest, not exactly our swiftest guy. And while I'd like to have another reflex cannon built, and we could have started one if Shia LaBeouf wasn't an asshole, but, so we're going to give him the pink Can't Take Me Home commemorative alloy cannon instead, as much as it kind of grieves me to do it. It's got to be done. Backing that up then, now we'll probably take capture weapons because there were mutons, opportunities for plasma rifles, and the elusive, I mean seriously, it's as elusive as Robert Denby, level elite plasma, the heavy plasma weapon, which we just simply cannot seem to get our hands on. So, chemical grenade? Yeah, let's go with a chem grenade. You know, actually a battle scanner is fine, and then we'll go with an arc thrower to complete the sort. And that's got our scout trifecta. Jaden gonna be real slow. Wow, that's, yeah. Now we're just gonna have to buck up and deal with it, I guess. Jaden does not have sprinter, so... That's the other reason why I'm more comfortable giving the reflex cannon to our assault trooper, who no doubt on this mission is going to be Miley Cyrus. She is possibly the fastest trooper we have in the barn. Miley with extraordinary foot speed. She's moving those hips like yeah. She'd be a better shot if she'd stop nodding her head like yeah, but I mean, one can't have everything. There's going to be Walker servos, breaching ammo, and of course, a little bit of arc thrower for young Miley Cyrus. That's going to give her an 18 mobility, which is amazing given the gear she's carrying. And that's got Miley sorted. She should be faster than Grease the Lightning. What else do we need? Medic, without a doubt. Who's available? Chai is tired. I believe, yeah, Bieber's in the hospital. So it's going to be Chris the Surgeon Brown. Or is it? Is John Leguizamo available? No, we can't afford Leguizamo. We need somebody who's got better abilities. I thought about it for a moment, but then immediately thought better of it. So we're going to leave him with the battle scanner. Excellent aim, actually, on the Surgeon. Despite a somewhat low willpower, the Surgeon is quite handy with a gun, so we're going to give him the Gauss rifle. His 86 base aim is probably solid enough. He's going to keep those battle scanners, but what we're going to do for Chris Brown is double up on the old medkits. This is a large UFO mission. Chris's medkits heal for a ton. Having 6 doesn't seem like a terrible idea. So we need somebody to make it a things go boom. And I think in the making a things go boom department, well, that's going to be Kim Junkyard Kardashian. I know Kim has a somewhat lower will than we're ordinarily comfortable with, but I didn't see any ethereals or other mind-controlling units despite other than a sectopod, who I'm not overly concerned about, to be honest. They're pretty easy to kill. And we're not holding anything back on this one. I would try out the psychic grenade that we made, whatever the hell that thing is called, but Kim, of course, not psionically enhanced or even particularly gifted in the brains department. She's not really very smart either, so no reason to stress Kim's faculties any more than necessary. We're just going to give her 9 grenades and let her blow the holy living fuck out of everything she sees. And in a somewhat unusual strategy for me, given what else we have, if we had our plasma saw finished, I would definitively take Megan Fox, but we do not. And we're going to then take Master Sergeant Jesse Tool Pusher James in conjunction here, and we're going to go just absolutely hog wild in the explosives department. We're going to blow up every goddamn thing we can find. I'll stand behind a log and just bomb grenades at the enemy until they are dead, dead, dead. If I can't have those weapons back in one piece, I don't want them back at all. It's kind of what I'm going for. So is Drake available? Please tell me Drake is available. Drake is not available. Drake hurt? Drake may be hurt. Drake is hurt. Tiger Woods is hurt. Justin and Timberlake. Jesus, all of our decent mech troopers are all injured. Do we have anyone who doesn't suck? Well, it's going to be Taylor Swift then. Alright, well, if I have to rely on anyone, though she has faded a bit in the late game, I still trust the Crimson-Lipped Goddess of Death to hold things together in the pinch for us, so Grenade launchers, flamethrowers, of course Illyrium turbos. That's going to make Taylor greasy, greasy fast. And that's our team, folks. So we got 40 plus aliens on our plate. And this time I'm actually going to try and keep a count of those aliens. I know I'll forget immediately after killing like the first 4. But I'm going to try anyway, just so we know when we're close to done. Of course, this is a large UFO mission, so given the propensity these missions have for pod collapse, it's sort of unlikely that we'll really have to worry about it since we'll be fighting everything from the starting box anyway. Don't really, need to bother keeping a count.
We're heading into China for the next operation.
Operation Empty Hydra. Apparently the aliens moved into Hugo Weaving's base after he vacated it during the events of Captain America. Let's hope it's in pretty significant disrepair since it'd be like, 70 years old at this point. Hail Hydra. Little Tony Scott-style aircraft porn. Been a while since we had a real good close-up of the nose of the Sky Ranger. I'm glad Tony was there to get that shot. So the question I have here is, do I want to go in my patented move around this way towards the anus of the ship method, or do I want to try something a little different and go this way towards where the command pod almost certainly is? Or alternatively, we could go for a third stratagem and just go for this ramp and go straight into the ship. I've been debating on different ways to possibly assault this map, and I still haven't really come up with a solution that I like. I think we'll take firsties with Miley Cyrus and see if she pops a pod. She did not. That might give us an opportunity to set up a little bit of assault on that ramp. So we're going to take Paris Hilton, move her to that full cover. Paris is going to hunker down because that's all she's going to be able to do anyway. Jesse James is going to hit this half cover. We want our explosive guys near the front. Chris Brown can just take a Scott behind that rock. Fine. Jaden, I'm not really that quick for a Scout Smith here. Gonna advance there. Gonna leave him in a somewhat vulnerable position, but he did not pop a pod, fortunately. Kim K gonna keep company with Jesse James. We're just gonna try and keep our engineers nice and grouped up. No Angel Pen is gonna come over here and offer a little bit of covering fire. And I think we'll have Tay-Tay just... We don't want to risk spawning any pods with Tay-Tay, so we're just going to have her move up to here to sort of lead the charge. Taylor is our frontage. Taylor has a lot of health and repair service, so she can take quite a beating if necessary. I mean, one might say that she's prone to taking a hit and then just shaking it off. I mean, she wrote a song about it even. So a lot of alien activities, not getting any audio clues. Now we have chrysalids somewhere. Again, the chrysalids, probably the least of our worries at this point, in perfect honesty. I mean, if we're really going to accurately assess what's going on in this mission, the chrysalids are probably not much of a problem in comparison. So I want to discover if this is safe. We're going to take Miley Cyrus to here, see if this spawns a pod. It did not. Alright, excellent. It's going to be Overwatch then. And if I was concerned about spawning a pod of chrysalids and having them bum rush us and take us out, I would be a little more aggressive with my moves, try to get further away from our spawning spot. But in this instance, I'm actually not really very worried about that, so I have no qualms about taking my time here. We're going to send a tool pusher forward to there. We want to make sure that doesn't spawn a pod, but that he's in position to lob grenades over that rock if there is a pod in our sort of its customary location, like right up here usually. Overwatch with Tay-Tay. Now, we need Chris Brown throwing a battle scanner this turn, so we're going to move old Christopher right up here, and he's going to toss this battle scanner like he threw away any credibility he had that night that he got upset with Rihanna. Let's see what we got. Anything? Well, we need a better look at this, Chris Brown. So staying zoomed out, and all we can see is tree. Looks reasonably clear. Alright, so we may make a move on the ramp then. Now we're not going to go insane. Paris Hilton, you're on Overwatch. Jaden, take a very conservative maneuver and Overwatch. And let's bring Kim Kardashian up in sort of a support position. Not doing that at a dash. We'll just bring her here. I know she's standing in the open, but it's much more important to not spawn a pod than it is to have Kim Kardashian in cover. Alright, so there are going to be guys in this area through that door. Which honestly is okay. That's a fine thing. We know where there's a pod at now. We can go up at the top of this ramp, make sure it's clear, and then we can set about assaulting it. We call it the move and clear method, which is not at all what that's actually called. I think it's called a sweep and clear, but well, we have bad tactics. It's just the way it is. So if we're going to send anybody up to potentially do something stupid, I think Taylor Swift is probably the best bet, considering she's our most durable unit. And Tay-Tay encountering no sign of the enemy. That's good, we'll take it. So yeah. We're going to move Yeah. Yeah has the greatest movement allotment, so let's move her last. Going to have a lot of dashing going on this turn, I get the feeling. So let's get Jaden Smith, say, there. Yes, anybody who can sort of get to a forward position, we're going to want to try and take advantage of forward positions if we can. Jesse James and Kim K would make a nice little support team for a door-kicking operation here, since they could both just open that up and lob a grenade through. Yaya's going to be moving last. Well, nope, she's not. We're going to grab Yaya, and Yaya can actually make it to one of the door spots, so we'll go ahead and send her in, and then Sean Penn. Sean Penn and Paris Hilton, the veterans of the unit, they've been through a number of missions, suffered a lot of aggregate damage, and let's just say it, I mean, you know, they're not what they used to be. They're not quite as spry as they were back in the day. They've, those old bones have taken a pounding. In Paris Hilton's case, pretty goddamn serious pounding, but, you know, they don't get around like they used to. They're suffering from some mobility issues. Paris Hilton recently put in a request for one of those rascal scooters, which was surprising, but, you know, that happens. It's the rigors of aging. There's no getting around it. It happens to us all, Paris Hilton included. Why can Paris not stand there? Or why does she not have the movement to get... I don't understand that at all. It clearly shows as that not being a space where Paris can stand, and yet she's very evidently standing there. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I don't really want to go around that corner, but I do want to try a two-prong assault here, so we're going to put Tay-Tay in a position to sort of make that happen. She's going to go into Overwatch. Yeah, also Overwatch. Now, the other half of our, well, the other part of our second prong for our two-prong assault here is going to be Sean Penn. And when you're talking about prongs, I mean, he's kind of a dick. So, you know, that sort of stands to follow. Chris Brown... Let's just have Chris Brown sort of in a support position where he can lend a little bit of combat weight to either side should the need arise. The tool pusher is going to come over here. He'll be our grenadier for that team. And I think we'll send Jaden Scouting Smith here over as the other part of door team B, if you will. And then Kim Kardashian can provide grenade support up in this mug. She's about to lose her mind up in here, up in here. Chris Brown should be on Overwatch. So there's going to be a big pod in this room. The anus, or rather rectum, I guess it would be since the anus is the actual opening. The rectum of the ship here always contains a nice fat load of ducus. A lot of poop in there. The aliens are kind of backed up, a little constipated, if you will. Should maybe consider investing in a stool softener. It probably wouldn't be the worst idea ever for the aliens. So the tool pusher is going to have to dash. Alright, well, let's... If we're going to have one person dash, let's have it be Jaden Smith. Don't spawn a pod, Jaden. Nicely done, sir. Nicely done. Alright, then. So that's going to leave us... Sean Penn is going to take up position on the other side. That's good. Sean's right where we need him. We're going to take the tool pusher, and we're going to put him here where he's in cover, actually, at least from one direction. No, not that one direction. Although I would say taking cover from that one direction actually also seems like a prudent move. If cover could be had from that one direction, that would probably be a good idea, but totally not what I meant in this case. And everybody over here, just going to Overwatch. So we should be ideally set, or at least as prepared as we can be for whatever the shit is in this room. And this is when an entire pod of chrysalids just falls from the sky and drops on our heads, and 7 of our troopers are zombies. I mean, I'm just waiting for that. And so, no chrysalid rain. So, Miley, What's in there then?
Here they come.
And so Miley has Seekers. That's actually not really a problem. Chris Brown is in a position to help us deal with these Seekers. So I think we will take advantage of Sir Christopher. We're going to bring him around to here. I don't want him on the ramp because, of course, line of sight and ramps in this game is a well-documented, just complete asinine clusterfuck. Chris, I would like you to throw it through the door, please. There you go, buddy. Maybe around that corner if you can. Say to there.
Sweeping.
Seems like that should reveal most of the enemies. Pretty much all of them, actually. So that went well enough. I don't really want to open that door for fear of what might else be in there. Or what else, rather, might be in there. So let's get Paris Hilton warmed up with a rapid fire. We want to work that bitch ass over, because that guy has a huge amount of health and can really take a beating. Hollow targeting and shredder ammo, as well as the armor-piercing ammo, and goodness gracious, Paris Hilton has started things off with a bang. 25 damage. That is an impressive total, my dear. Kim K. Not really in a great position to offer a whole lot. I'd like to get some more fire support over there, but I'm not sure it's worth it. I actually think our better bet in this instance would be to just consolidate our forces. This is actually troubling. I could take a shot with Miley, and that's almost certain to get a kill. None of these guys will have grenades, so we've got that going for us. You know what? I think discretion in this instance is going to be the better part of valor. So Kim K is going to come over and go into Overwatch. We're going to bring the tool pusher back down around here. He's going to go into Overwatch. Our goal really is just going to be to get kind of Overwatch shots at anything that decides to come through that door. I think Sean Penn is probably good where he's at. Let's have Tay-Tay head for the ramp, though. And I think we'll leave Jaden where he's at as well. We've just got some Seekers here, so... I mean, this is an overwhelming amount of force that the aliens are presenting to us. And as strange as this may sound, Miley Cyrus is actually going to go into Overwatch. Alright, so the big guy overwatched, which I'm fine. I'll sit here and let Paris Hilton just kill the guy. I don't care. So close combat specials from Miley. There's one down. We were sort of relying on Miley to be able to do this, actually. Anybody who tries to come through that door is getting shanked but sweet. Yeah, and there goes another one from Miley. So Miley, 2 for 2. And we should keep score as well, Miley. Thank you for reminding us. Alright, so we've got probably chrysalids coming up on our 6 here. So we definitively want to consolidate our forces. Now that unit is not popped. Looks like there's a mechtoid over there. That's fine. Oh, no, it is popped now. Okay, so we've got sectoids and mechtoids on our 6. One less sectoid thanks to the tool pusher, however. Alright, so we're going to need to be somewhat cautious. Now, Paris Hilton should have the same fantastic shot. Yeah, we're going to do it again. We ain't afraid of that guy. Paris Hilton's going to wreck his shop. And there you go. So Paris Hilton really, really getting it done for us. Fantastic work from Paris. Now, since we know we've got enemies over here, we are going to have to reposition a little bit because I can't help but think that we're going to have some dudes coming up on our bunghole. And, you know, if you're into that kind of thing, having a dude come on your bunghole, maybe, you know, maybe that's your bag. I don't know, but I'm not judging. I'm just saying. It's not what we'd prefer in this situation. So we're going to bring Chris Brown down here, put him on Overwatch. I'm sort of at a loss with what to do with the Pharaoh. I think we play conservative. We're just going to bring the Pharaoh over here and put him on Overwatch. Now, Kim Kardashian is sort of our wild card. Kim Kardashian's always a wild card, am I right? Yeah, fellas, you know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're going to bring her down here and just have her Overwatch. Jesse James is going to also take cover in Overwatch. I'm very worried about that mechtoid coming around the corner and getting some backdoor shenanigans up in our mug, and that would not be good. So it's going to be Overwatch then for Tay-Tay. Miley has a shot. It's not a good shot, but we're still going to take it, actually. I mean, it's not a terrible shot. And Miley gets the plush banana going 3 for 3. Fantastic output from Miley Cyrus. So there are 2 more Seekers there. One of which is on Overwatch. Looks like the other one double move. Neither will be stealth, so we've got not a good, but at least an outside chance of taking them down. Here comes some floaters. There's a monstrous pile of Overwatch coming up in the zone. Not sure how well this is going to work out for us, though. Oh, that's a very large pod, actually. Sean Penn. So our Overwatch has proved remarkably effective. This guy is problematic, however. Looks like he's taking a poke at Miley Cyrus. No, he's getting shielded. Alright, honestly, that's actually not really a problem. I know that guy seems like he might be terrifyingly problematic, and we're definitely experiencing pod collapse here, just like to point out. We've got now 3 pods all closing on our position. So, 3 shots. Please tell me you can hit that mechtoid. No, but you've got a pretty good shot at that floater. Alright. Chris the Surgeon. Who's on Overwatch? Just you. I actually really like our chances of killing that guy, to be perfectly honest. I think we have a better than even chance of taking him out. So first things first, we're going to have Jaden Smith go do his job. He's going to draw this Overwatch for us.
Headed there now.
So little lightning reflexes, and he should be fine. Even if an unlucky hit happened to, you know, connect with the Sun God, we would not fear for his safety. So we're going to have this kill go straight to Jaden Smith. That's a hit for Jaden, and in the zone has activated Jaden with no targets, so we will revisit him momentarily. We may put him on Overwatch, actually. Now, here's what I'm interested in. We've got to get a position where Kim Kardashian can throw a grenade. We're going to take Kim to here. My problem is I'm worried about Kim's grenade actually hitting Kim and doing... Yeah, that's going to destroy her cover at the minimum. Where is that sectoid? If we could kill the sectoid with a grenade, that would be significant. I got a feeling he's back in that neighborhood somewhere, so really what we need is just Jesse James with line of sight to that tile. We're going to have Jesse drop one right here. Which, now that I look at it, probably is not going to get it. Nope, that hit nothing. So that's less than ideal. We really need to know where that son of a bitch is. But if not, okay, we're going to do this the hard way. If necessary, we can bring Miley down to help solve any problems that arise. So Kim Kardashian with heat warheads is going to lob a grenade, just try to take down the shield. She didn't quite get all of it, but she got a goodly portion of it. She did destroy some cover in a less than ideal fashion as a part of that, but that's okay. Sean Penn with a number of can't miss shots here. So there's the shield gone. And now Sean Penn is going to take a rapid fire shot. We should get 2 hits out of this as well. 1 a critical. Nicely done. Alright, so 18 damage. That's solid. We have no problems with that. So how much health has that guy got left? Only 9. That's not really that much. So we're going to move Chris Brown to here. He's going to be able to chip in a little bit with another can't miss shot. We will absolutely take it. That's 4 damage. And that should make it fairly easy for Tay-Tay to sort of round out the house. I can't imagine Tay-Tay's going to miss this one. She is absolutely not, so... Crimson-lipped Goddess of Death, once again, choosing the slain and taking them to her hoary nether realm. That is 1 dead mechtoid, folks. So that went pretty well. Paris Hilton going to continue doing what she do, and what Paris Hilton do is murder Seekers on this mission. So not a kill with the first hit, but the second hit more than taking care of it. And Paris Hilton, 6 shots, 6 connects. I'd just like to point out, she has not missed a shot. Miley Cyrus finally coming up empty. And Jaden Smith's going to go on Overwatch then. So we have 1 Seeker who is falling back. You know what? Probably a wise decision on the Seeker's part, in all honesty. Alright, so we got a floater who came from, I don't exactly know where, but looks like Jaden Smith's about to usher him out of this world. Yep. That guy must have been on the roof, I guess. So we have floaters that came over the top. They came out of the rectal area here. They've found an alternate exit. Must have come through some sort of rectal fistula, I guess. I'm not entirely sure if my medical terminology is ideal in that, but I'm going to go with some kind of rectal blowout and expose them, gave them an opening, little feces coming out of a direction it's not normally, designed to come out of. So Kim Kardashian panicked. That, honestly, is not unsurprising, but it did take her to a very good position, actually. So, in all things considered, that could have gone vastly worse than it actually went. So Kim is panicked, but that's fine. She's now in full cover. Miley is going to need to reload. I'm debating where we'd like to have Miley stand. Now, we've got two... well, here we go. That's a definitive kill for Paris. You know, we don't actually need to rapid fire. That's just a waste of ammo. Let's take the single shot, because it's still going to get a kill.
Bye-bye.
So Paris Hilton doing what she do. I'd say doing that thing she does, but I think I would probably get sued by Tom Hanks. That thing you do, of course, a Tom Hanks trademark. And I realize that does leave Jesse James flanked. But that's not really a concern, because I have every confidence that that commander is going to go down. So Jaden Smith would probably put some damage on him. Miley is out of ammo, so we're probably going to have Miley move and reload, and I think we're going to have Miley come down to this location. Well, first, before we do that, let's get rid of that Seeker. So let's put... we can't put Chris Brown there. We would like Chris Brown to heal if possible, so we're going to see if we can get a one-shot kill from Sean Penn. And the dramatic pause tells me that Sean was just waiting for his chance to critical. And Sean then is going to reload. Miley, we can't afford to have Taylor Swift mind controlled. Miley has nothing to bring to the table. Chris Brown could do some shots, but I don't. Chris Brown will always do shots, of course. You know, he loves to drink. So let's have... You know what? We're going to bring Jaden over here. And I think we're going to have Jaden throw a chemical grenade, assuming he can get it up there, which it looks like he can. Alright, well, that's less than ideal. We may have Jaden go in Overwatch then. We really would prefer to then just not have anybody able to see that guy. There will be no cover for the surgeon there. Alright, we may have to double move the surgeon. Let's see whether or not he can see the enemy from this position. If he's out of line of sight, which he is, that's fine. We're just going to have him go ahead and pop a heal then on Kim
Good
K.
as new.
So Kanye, patching Kim up fully in one go. Miley cannot see the enemy from where she's at. I think Taylor Swift and Jesse James may be the only two units that can still see the enemy. Now, Tay-Tay could run and gun, but I'm not going to do that. We're actually going to bring Taylor here,
Heading out.
which should take her out of line of sight. It absolutely does. And then Tay-Tay is going to go in Overwatch. The reason it's so important for us to get Tay-Tay out of line of sight, actually, Taylor Swift getting mind controlled would be all kinds of bad news. We're going to bring Miley over here. Miley's going to reload.
Let's do this.
And I've already, by the way, just throwing it out there, completely lost count of how many aliens we've killed. Too many pods triggered simultaneously. I no longer have any idea. I'm thinking about 12 or 13. So let's see how the sectoid commander reacts. No idea where that guy went. We have mutons over in that direction, probably muton elites, and it seems like they may be coming up this way. If we could get those mutons in a shooting gallery, that would be, that'd be an alright thing. It'd be okay development. So let's have Jaden Smith go up and scout. I mean, it is his job.
Here they come.
Yeah, that's actually just what I was afraid of. So the sectoid ran back to get a little cover from his muton friends. That's not really a problem, actually. We're just going to put Jaden right back where he was. And I think probably what we're going to try and do here is set up a little bit of an Overwatch trap. We're going to bring Miley over here and put her on Overwatch. If anybody comes down the ramp, they're going to have a number done on them. We're going to put old Surgeon Brown right there. Put him on Overwatch. Kim K is actually probably good right where she's at. We're going to have her Overwatch as well. Paris Hilton desperately needs to reload. So we're going to move Paris one tile. We'll have her reload. No Overwatch from Paris this turn as a result. But that's not necessarily too huge a problem. Taylor Swift can't benefit from cover, so we're just going to have her take a step back. Tay-Tay's going to go on Overwatch.
Scanning.
And then we're going to have Jesse James take a couple steps forward. He can see an enemy from here. Interesting. Can he hit that enemy with a grenade, perhaps? He can, because he has Bombard. So I think we'll absolutely do this. We'll just go ahead and throw a grenade at this mutant. Not going to get a kill. Should just piss him off, if anything. Nah, there we go, 6 damage. And if he comes at us, we can just hit him with some Overwatch. Sean Penn, just going to Overwatch. So we're going to try and get these mutants to just channel down this little funnel here. Bring them right down our fuck slot and fuck them good.
That is not good.
Never say fuck slot to your partner, by the way. That would
Targeting system
terrible,
readjusted.
terrible idea. I would have been pleased if one Seeker hadn't been able to draw pretty much all of our Overwatch, however. So there's our Chrysalids. Okay, they're going to be... Yeah, this is not good. They should not be able to do much damage this turn, of course, because they only should get a reaction move. But we've now got a giant pile of them right in our midst, and some of our troopers are pinned in. That is not... that's not good at all. Now, if worse comes to worse, we could set them all on fire if we had to. And to be perfectly honest, I would not be above setting all of my own troopers on fire. I'm just gonna throw that out there. If the need arises, I will absolutely set every single last one of them on fucking fire. Sean Penn with a nice contribution there, a little quick kill. Jaden Smith he could do such amazing work for us here. But the main problem is going to be that Chrysalid with lightning reflexes. But even more problematic than that, we got to make a hole for our troopers to escape. So we really need to kill anyone we can kill that's going to make a hole. And that guy is one of those troopers. So this will make an escape route for our other units. There we go. Alright, so they've got a path of egress then. And I think, honestly, our best bet probably is going to be to go ahead and extricate them. Now, the trick here... We don't necessarily have a whole lot of places to put these units where they're going to be safe from possible muton encounters. We're going to have to take a little risk here with Kim K. We're going to move her up here. Oh, she's going to take an Overwatch shot. That is not good. Okay, we got a lucky miss there from Johnny Muton. That could have gone much, much worse. Chris Brown is in a very similar situation. I would like... You know what? I think we're just going to have the medic. We're going to have him go ahead and dash. We're going to get him clear of the whole mess. I don't want to take any chances with Chris Brown. So now our goal is to simply start wounding these cocksuckers. And that really shouldn't be much of a problem at all, given the dearth of grenades we have at our disposal. So Jesse James going to start things off. And I got to say, I think Kim Kardashian is probably going to do what's left of them here. And no, I don't mean she's actually going to have sex with what's left, although, you know, Kim Kardashian probably could do that many dudes. I mean, might not be the first train Kim has pulled. I don't want to say she's promiscuous or, you know, anything, but she seems kind of promiscuous. Yeah. So make of that what you will. That guy still has a lot of health. A lot of health. Miley Yeah Cyrus could probably fix most of that. So I think we're going to have Miley Yeah Cyrus go ahead and fix most of that, actually. So Miley gonna get a free shot here. We don't need to shoot that guy. He's all but dead. Yeah. So 100%. Doink. Didn't get the kill actually. 4 armor despite Miley's breaching ammo. I'm very surprised. So that guy managed to take a reflex cannon to the head and not even care. All right then. Jaden Smith actually doesn't necessarily have the movement to do what we need him to do. This is interesting. Now, Jaden could definitively kill... Alright, we're going to need Jaden. His cover is going to be atrocious, but on the plus side, he will be on a ramp, which means he should be invulnerable. And Jaden's going to go into zone for us. This is a kill.
No longer a threat.
And this is a kill. And I'm going to guess Jaden's next shot is likewise also going to be a kill. Yeah, there you go. So Jaden Smith clearly is, in fact, in the zone, and is then going to go on over... Oh, he can't overwatch? Why not? Oh, he doesn't have enough ammo. I guess Jaden Smith's going to reload then. So that leaves 1 Muton. We have 2 units to deal with it. I really actually kind of like Taylor Swift where she is, although having her take a shot at that other guy wouldn't necessarily be the worst idea in the world. It seems... You know, it seems like Sean Penn's going to be able to kill that guy. Has Penn done anything? Oh, he has already... Actually, Sean Penn can only... Okay. Sean Penn can't both move and shoot. So we're going to go with... We're going to rely on Miley to get this done. And trusting Miley Cyrus over the course of our career has proven to be a sound decision in basically 100% of cases. Rarely has Miley let us down. How could there possibly be more aliens over there? So it's the only concern now, really. We do still have 1 Seeker who's somewhere sort of lurking, and then we've got to sort of worry about the Muton advance. Although I got to say, the Mutons didn't exactly take aggressive maneuvers here. They're not showing a whole lot of initiative.
Move into position.
So let's take Jaden up here. Jaden can't see anything from there, but that's okay. You know what? If you want to get in a grenade fight with Jesse James, at 55%, I'm totally willing to let Jesse James get in a grenade fight with you. So, I mean, you're going to lose that fight. I'm just putting it out there. Getting a grenade fight with Jesse James, it's not going to go well for you.
Rock and roll.
So Sean Penn's going to reload. He's going to drop into Overwatch.
Weapons
Reload for Taylor Swift because she's a little low. Miley actually also could use a reload here. So we're going to have Miley step to here. Miley's going to reload. Chris Brown also needs a reload. Man, the aliens really sort of cut us a break there by giving us a turn to let our entire team kind of refresh their ammunition.
moving out.
A little bit better position for Kim K. She's going to reload. Paris Hilton actually has a not terrible shot here. We're going to take two 49%ers. If either one of these hit, it should generate a kill with armor-piercing ammo. Unfortunately, neither of those hit. That's okay. Honestly, oh, well, this is terrible.
They're moving around.
That's awful. Complete shit right there. Yeah, no kidding, you're getting flanked, Paris Hilton. That's a lot of mutons. So this is why I'm really kind of had an ass full of Build 13. This whole pod collapse bullshit, it's really seriously bullshit. It's very, very undesirable here. So there's effectively no way we can dig out of this. We've got too many units now. The only thing we could possibly do would be to run up here and throw a flamethrower. And if we do that, I almost guarantee that the game is going to lock up. If we use a flamethrower, we're going to lock up the game.
Aye, aye.
Paris Hilton's going to reposition and hunker down. Jesse James is flanked and suppressed, which is a problem. He has no chance, effectively, to hit either of those guys. Again, this is a situation where I would like to just hunker down and sort of let our Overwatch do the work for us. You know what? We're going to try and retreat into this room. Either there are enemies in this room or there are no enemies in this
I'm on the
room.
move.
But either way, we've got to get our units to better positions of cover.
Scanning.
Who is suppressing Jesse James? That muton. Jesse actually has a not unreasonable chance to escape that. Sean Penn's going to go in Overwatch. I really don't want to use a flamethrower. I keep bringing them on missions, and honestly, at this point, I really shouldn't bring them on missions because they've crashed more missions for me than they've not crashed. And worst case scenario, Jesse James takes a hit here and goes and gets patched up. So that's a minor wound. He shouldn't take any other Overwatch fire. And we have Doc Brown to patch him up if necessary. So let's bring Tay-Tay. You know what? We're going to bring Taylor Swift right over here to sort of cover with Paris Hilton. I got to imagine the only thing this is going to do is draw a grenade from that guy. But again, if we need somebody to get patched up, we can engineer that if we have to. Miley could go shoot that Berserker twice, but I don't think she could kill him. I'm almost certain that she couldn't, in fact. It seems like it would just be, we'd be better served to bring Miley Cyrus at a dash somewhere over in this general area. So we're going to dash Miley to there. We're going to fall back, try and take advantage of some cover, make the enemies come to us. We don't necessarily have our Overwatch set up the way we'd like it, but I would prefer to force the enemies to come to us and let us hold the more desirable ground. And it doesn't really seem like the Mutant Elites are overly eager to come engage us. Sean Penn with some Overwatch. And a kill. Nicely done, Sean. So one expendable Muton there. That turned out alright. And we didn't even get grenaded like I thought we were almost certain to do. Let's see if Paris Hilton has a shot here. She does. We're going to take 284% shots, absolutely. One miss. Second one is a 14 damage hit and a shred, which poses some rather interesting opportunities. If we could get a grenade out... No, I was going to say, if we could get a grenade... You know what we might do? Actually, here's what... we're going to move Tay-Tay to here. Taylor Swift has I was considering throwing a proximity mine, but given the hit percentage of this shot, I think we're probably better off to just risk it. So we're just going to take the shot. And once again, trusting Taylor Swift has
destroyed.
proven to be very valuable. Alright, so Sean Penn. Sean Penn's going to go on Overwatch.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
I think Miley also is going to join him on Overwatch. We're going to bring the Surgeon back and have him patch up the ailing Jesse Tool Pusher James here. Jesse, of course, in a little bit of a tough spot, so we'll go ahead and get him touched up. Yeah, Jesse will be back in the fight. Jesse doesn't know the meaning of the word quit. Let's take the tool. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of a double switch here. A Tony La Russa style double swap, if you will.
Moving to Overwatch.
Tony irritating more fans in his career with the extra long delayed double swap maneuver, because nothing makes a baseball game take longer than 6 or 7 double swaps.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
We're adopting the La Russa method, however. Alright, so this guy's probably going to take a poke. Nope, here comes the grenade that we were expecting last turn. I was tempted to throw the proximity grenade, and it turns out probably should have thrown a proximity grenade. And suddenly Paris Hilton is in a terrible spot here. She's going to get all the shots. Yeah, Paris Hilton is probably going to die. If one more alien can get a shot at Paris, well, fortunately for us, they are not able to. So a bit of a tension-filled moment here. And you know what? I notice our episode's running a little bit long. I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity to close things out. Of course, if you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Your support really does mean a lot to us. And if you'd like to see more daily XCOM, including the exciting conclusion to this particular mission, consider subscribing as well. Get those episodes piped directly to your feed every day. But thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.